Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the What the Football channel. We are back. It is the BH and Scrubber show. And on today's show, we're going to be talking about the depth chart, the 53-man roster, who's on it. We know a lot of the ones, who's on the bubble. We're going to talk about all that stuff for you, too. They just had a practice today in New England, who we are going to play on Friday. So, I was thinking about doing a live stream on Friday. If you guys want me to do that, get in the comments section. I'll be able to watch it on my phone and give some play by play. And we'll follow the Yahoo graphic like we always do. And it could be a lot of fun. But let me know in the comments below, do you want us to do that or not? And BH, welcome to the show. Let's talk about some of these guys on our team who are going to make the team and who might not.
Yeah, let's do it, man. And congratulations, man. It's this is our 5th year now.
Holy smoke, yeah. 5 years.
Yep. 5 years, man. Who knew? It sounded crazy when you started, but it's been great. And here we are, and you're doing live streams, we're doing weekly shows, and then last year we got a What the Football Fantasy League.
Woo!
And so yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was.
Mr. Kodama, he took first place. Scrubber took second. I took third. It was a lot of fun, and we do have an opening this year. So for any of you guys out there, some of you subs, you might want to do fantasy. If you're interested in it, we'll put a link down in the description down there, and you can send us an email.
Yep.
And if you want to join our What the Football League, go ahead and send an email and try it out. And we'll welcome anybody, beginners included, man. If you're new to fantasy football, we don't care. Just get in here and do it. So, yeah, so that'll be down in the description if you're interested in What the Football Yahoo Fantasy.
It was great last year. We even had some of the lower brackets were battling it out. I mean, it was a lot of fun to watch them play, losing by like 1 point. Some games so close. It was incredible. It was a lot of fun.
It was a whole lot of fun, and only an 8-team league. It was pretty neat. You don't get to play in many of those.
Right.
So, boy, everyone's got just a killer roster, man.
Yep.
So, yeah, it was a blast. Well, speaking of killer rosters, here we go. Let's do this now. We got like 91 players out there, and we got 3 preseason games. They're gonna chop this thing down in about 3 weeks to what do we get now? 53 players, Scrubber. Is that what they do?
Yep, it's 50, and they do it all like 53, in one shot.
One shot, and we can suit up 48 per game. They'll blend out a practice squad. But anyway, let's go. Let's start at quarterback, the least mysterious position on this team.
Yes,
because we know we got a star, we got a great guy, great young man who was just awesome for us. Jaden Daniels, number 2, Marcus Mariota. I think those two, what a team. Now, last year we had Jeff Driscoll as our number 3. Now, Jeff is gone, and but we still have Sam Hartman. I guess he just did a lot of practice squad, and he's been developing. And then they brought in veteran Josh Johnson,
right?
Who 39 years old. I think stylistically he fits what we do, run and throw. He's kind of good at it, but I don't know. I see Sam Hartman probably beating Johnson out. Sam's having a pretty decent camp.
Yeah.
But either way, whoever it is going to be on the practice squad, because I think we're just going to roll with Jaden and Marcus Mariota. And I mean, Jaden proved to be a star. Marcus came in, the hardest thing to do in any sport, come in and take over for a game or two and really play at a high level. I don't care, baseball, badminton, doesn't matter. It's hard to do, and he did it. So quarterback room is set.
Yep.
Thank goodness.
Oh, yeah. No,
now, where do we go from here?
Well, let's do running backs because they're behind them.
Yep.
So
let's do the RBs.
Obviously, it's going to be Brian Robinson, B-Rob. He's going to be our front runner. And then, of course, Austin Eckler. Now, in the third spot and the fourth and the fifth spot, to me, that's kind of up in the air. They've got Jeremy McNichols in the third spot, and then
Yep.
Rodriguez, and then Ja'Cory Merritt.
Yes.
I think some of those. I like Jeremy McNichols. He's really, really good. I don't think he got enough playtime last year when they had the opportunity to give it to him. So, but
Yep.
Rodriguez and Ja'Cory Merritt, I think they could be switched.
Yeah, I think so too. Ja'Cory is looking kind of like a star of camp. There's a lot of hype in camp, so who knows? I pray he's as good as they say. He was something else in college. A great kid too. One of my more fun interviews when they interview him. Great attitude, great kid. I'm rooting for him. Chris Rodriguez went back. I saw a lot of last year's football. Watched a lot of games. Went back and watched just to see the good and the bad. And boy, Chris Rodriguez, when Austin Eckler was out, played so good and so strong. I'd hate to lose any of these guys. I mean, you could almost see any of them being picked up off the practice squad. I imagine we're going to just probably keep 4 of them only.
Right.
Yeah, and then suit up 3. I think we go 4, suit up 3. So yeah, it's going to be a real battle. For me, I always like the youngest guy to make it. You know how I am. Getting young, you're younger, you're stronger, and you're cheaper because I'm a cheapskate. But hey, that's just the way. If you can do those 3 things, I'm for that guy. But they'll pick the best guy, and I think now in preseason, these are going to be fun guys to watch because that B-Rob and Austin Eckler ain't going to get a lot of playing time. Right. They're going to be running these guys like crazy.
So my question is, you say you keep 3 on the 53, but then do you keep Rodriguez and Ja'Cory Merritt on the practice squad?
Practice squad. I think what you do is you keep 4 on the roster.
4 on the roster.
They're on. They make 4 of them make the 53-man roster. One of them always will end up being not used. Won't suit up for a game. I kind of see it going that way. And then 48, and then the odd man out is might have to go on the practice squad and hope we don't lose them there. I know you don't ever want to get a guy get sniped.
If you had to pick one to put on the practice squad, who would it be?
Chris Rodriguez.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
I like it. All right. Hey, there's no problems there, man. We got our banger and Brian Robinson. We got Austin Eckler, who just I don't know. He's still fighting father time. So all right, man. So who is blocking for these guys? Should we look at those guys?
Let's do it. Front line.
Yeah. So I think without a doubt, there's some questions on the front as to whether Sam Cosby can come back, in which case Nick Allegretti will go in.
Right.
And then there's a battle between Andrew Wiley and Josh Conerly. So for you and me, that's all good.
Yes.
That's an improved team right there. I'd love to. I think we'd both love to see Conerly beat out Andrew Wiley.
Yes.
Get in there. So
one of the problems I have is putting Nick Allegretti at right guard. He played our left guard, all last year, and just move him over to that side with Andrew Wiley. Like Allegretti's great when he's between Tyler Biadasz and our left tackle. He's great, but now you put him between, with Andrew Wiley on that end, and then him in the middle there between him and Tyler Biadasz. I
know
Sam Cosby to come back sooner rather than later. So,
yeah, because to your point, who would you rather have out there on the right side? Nick Allegretti and Andrew Wiley, or Sam Cosby and Josh Conerly?
Yes, exactly.
That's a big difference, man.
Yeah.
And maybe Conerly needs a little more time. We don't know. He's a young man. He's only 21. Yeah. He's super smart. He's in there doing the work, but maybe he needs more time. Yeah. And maybe Sam needs more time. So maybe both those guys will come in. I would love to have them start the season, but it might be one of those cases where they won't.
The
But
funny thing
now,
too on right tackle, excuse me, is that they have Andrew
go for
Wiley
it.
in front, but it says or Josh Connerly, and that's the only position that says or, which
Yeah,
I found fascinating.
it is. So that it just shows they it's almost like saying, hey, we want this kid to be our right tackle, but we're not going to give it to him. Yeah.
Hmm.
With a rookie, yeah, don't put his name in print as the starter. Tell him, hey, we still got preseason to go. Yeah, but I think to me, all things are pointing up for Connerly. But he's going to have to, these preseason games, he's going to have to play really well. The blocking assignments, his pulling assignments, out and out blocking on screen plays and bubble screens. How quick can he get out? Wiley can struggle sometimes, but Wiley's smart and he knows what he's supposed to do and where he's supposed to be. He's a veteran. He's not going to make mistakes. You don't want players out there who are making mistakes.
Right.
And young players do. It's why a lot of young running backs don't get to make the roster because they're blocking. They miss their assignments. They're just not tight on where they're supposed to be. So, yeah. So now, what do you think? Is the only backup I remember, I think is like Chris Paul and Julian Good Jones. I mean, they came back from last year, but man, we've got all these Foster Sorrell, Tyree Phillips in here, and Tim McKay, who was an undrafted free agent. So we've got a lot of question marks there.
Even Michael Dieter, question mark.
To me, he is.
The backup to Tyler Biadasz. He came in a couple times last year, and he didn't do so great.
Yeah, I would be on. I'm glad you made that point because really, he wasn't, and you don't see a third center on here.
No center
anywhere.
No center. Nope.
Unless there's someone that we can talk about this later. Maybe there's someone they're cross training in camp a little more. Nothing against Michael Dieter. He came in and filled in, but he was less than stellar. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
He really was. Just on a quick note, I think Nick Allegretti, along with Andrew Wiley, these are guys where for me, they're veterans, but the arrow's pointing down.
And they're done this year too, right?
Yes, that's it. Yeah. And just from a physical football standpoint, their arrow's pointing down. They're not an arrow pointing up kind of guys. So one guy interesting that I would talk about would be, we do have Trent Scott.
Yeah.
Who did come back. Trent, they tried him at guard and right tackle. And once again, kind of like Michael Dieter, did some good things and then also struggled mightily.
He's gigantic too.
I know. That's the thing that killed you. You just hope a guy like that could do it.
Yeah.
Tim McKay's an interesting guy. He was an undrafted free agent who should have been drafted, but in his draft process during his pro day, I think he was doing a weightlifting thing, tore a pectoral muscle. So he slipped. Now he got one of the biggest, if not the biggest, contract. There's a standard contract for undrafted free agents called NFL minimum, which is quite a nice amount of money. But some of these guys who are a little better, maybe, and teams really want their services, their agents will come in and they'll barter and he got a really good contract, which means our team thinks highly of him. We gave him above what these other guys are making. So the good thing about him, he was supposed to be a third or fourth round pick. He is, and he didn't have a lower body injury. It was a pectoral injury, which happens to offensive and defensive linemen all the time, which is really funny. You don't ever really see quarterbacks and wide receivers tearing their pectoral.
Because they're always
but those big guys, hand stuff, they get pushed back and all of a sudden crack. So, hey, Tim McKay could be a great surprise.
Good.
He could come in and fight. So, well, let's see. It's funny. We got a great starting lineup and things will get sorted out. But to me, man, you got like 6, 7 guys who could all make this, have a chance to make this team. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's a real crapshoot. So it seems to me like our starting group is stellar, and our backups all seem a little bit not that strong.
Yeah,
yeah. I think it's one of the weaker. I think going forward, I think we'll probably end up agreeing that our backup offensive line might be the weakest backup group that we have compared, to linebackers, running backs, and everything. So
right, but if Connerly works, and then you can get Cosme back, and now you're looking a little better.
Yeah,
Randy
exactly. So
Coleman, I
having
think, was
Wiley,
injured a little bit. So if you could get Tunsil, Coleman, Biades, Cosme, and Connerly, you have something.
yep, yep. Because then Nick Allegretti and Wiley are backups, and now your backups are stronger.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because I mean, I don't, Tyree Phillips, Julian Good Jones, nothing against those guys, but I'm not too excited to see them in there. So,
Right.
but hey, we'll get, that's the great thing about preseason, dude. We're going to watch these guys a ton. They're going to be playing massive amount of minutes. So, all right, good deal. Doing good there.
Tight ends?
Well, tight ends.
That's pretty easy. It looks
Pretty
like
darn
Zach
easy.
Ertz, John Bates, Ben Sinnott, and Colson Yankoff. And it's funny, we still got Cole Turner. So.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's going to be tough for this. Might be Cole's last stand. I guess he might be eligible for another practice squad year. They're going to put someone will end up on the practice squad. But you're right. The other four are a lock. Colson Yankoff kicked ass on special teams.
Yeah.
So those guys who can do both. If you can be a backup tight end and kick butt on special teams, you're golden. So I just don't know that Cole Turner can really beat out Ben Sinnott. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. I mean, that would be his main guy. He would have to go out there and just be a pass catching fool. And I just don't see it. Now, as far as Lawrence Cager, I would probably imagine him going on the practice squad before Cole Turner. Cole Turner, it might just be the end for him.
Yep.
I think.
Yep.
So, but I like that group. I hope Ben Sinnott, Zach Ertz can't play till he's freaking 50. You know what I mean? So, or maybe he can. But yeah, I'd sure like to see Ben Sinnott and everybody. There isn't one Commander fan out there that doesn't want to see Ben Sinnott really come into his own this year. He really needs to step up.
Yeah, definitely. Big dude. He can block and catch. That's what I like about him.
Yep.
Same with Bates. He can block and catch when he needs to, for the most part.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Bates step up a little bit more too. So that's a solid room right there in the tight end room.
Super solid. All right. Well, that just leaves the wide receiver group.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting group. I mean, we know the Terry situation looms large, but I think we'll just go into this assuming that gets worked out.
Right.
I mean, we don't know, but I think there's a good chance that gets done. So Terry's the king, had a great year, 13 touchdowns. Holy crap. So his best year, him and Jaden just clicked right away. So after that, though, I mean, as far as starters, we got Debo, which was kind of surprising to me. Debo Samuel coming in. He was dinged up last year. He had pneumonia problems last year. And he seems to be rededicated. He's gotten over that pneumonia stuff. Great guy for our style of football. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Get him the ball by the line of scrimmage or bring him in the backfield and let him run and he still plays outside very well. You can put him out there at the flanker. You know what I mean? He pretty much can be moved around and you can create for him. So I think, if he can keep his health intact, I think he's going to be a great upgrade for us, man.
Yeah, I think he's great. Looking at some of the other ones too, we got Noah Brown, who seems was injured a little bit, so he's not been practicing. I'm good with him. Michael Gallup is another semi-veteran.
Yep.
You got Chris Moore behind him, another veteran. So I don't know what they're doing there in the wide receiver room, but you also have like Luke McCaffrey, Jalen Lane. They look really, really good. Corey Brooks looking good. We have, what is that, 8, 10, 12?
Yeah.
12 people in the wide receiver room. Got to be cut down to 7, 6?
6, I'm thinking, and then maybe
Yeah.
2 can go to the practice. Maybe 8 total. 2 of them go to the practice squad. So you
Okay.
could see some, maybe Ja'Cory Brooks. I think Jalen Lane makes the roster.
Yeah.
But if it comes down, let's say, if it's between 2 vets like KJ Osborne and Chris Moore, and then you've got Jacoby Jones and Ja'Cory Brooks, maybe go younger and put them on the practice squad.
Right.
I don't know.
No.
That's me. I'm always going younger,
Always.
faster guys. So, but that's a good problem to have. Luke needs to step up for
Yeah.
sure. But yeah, and Jalen Lane just looks really good. I mean, 4.3 speed,
Yeah.
and he's a quick guy. He's like 199, but he's like 5'9", 5'10". So he's not a little mighty might, like some guys. He's small-ish, but he's good. So I think we're set at receiver. I think the depth is really good. I'd like to see Luke. Luke really has to prove himself. He has to take that next step.
Yeah.
It's his second year, and Noah Brown needs to just avoid the injury bug. So Luke needs to get better. Noah Brown needs to really take care of his body and just really try and avoid those injuries.
Yeah.
That hurts having him out.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I do like Mike Strachan. He's a taller,
Yeah,
lengthier 50-50 guy, somebody we don't really have in that room too much. I forget what his height is, but I know he's more of a 50-50 guy. So I do like him. If he could step up, he might be able to move, at least not get cut and be found in the practice squad. So
yeah, yeah. Like you said, that's a guy who really has to prove himself in preseason. Hope
yeah,
he does.
yeah, definitely. All right, that's the offense, right?
Yep. Well, well, well. So we're going to the defense. Let's see. Let's start with those defensive ends.
Let's do it. We got
Well,
Dorrance Armstrong and Dietrich Wise,
yep. Brought
starting
Dietrich in
there.
from New England. Yeah.
Yeah.
We know Clellan Farrell, who was the starter last year.
Mm-hmm.
Cullen missed a lot of practices though with that knee.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. I think he's probably healed. So it's good to have him as a backup. Hope if he's 100% because he'll get a lot of snaps. So, but yeah,
Well,
Dietrich Wise is kind of
one of the
going
bad
to
things
start over him.
about Cleveland Farrell, though, is that behind him is Javante John Baptiste, and he's injury prone too. So you've got two guys that are right behind Dietrich Wise, who got to try and stay healthy in order to fill that second and third spot.
They do. They really do. So, yeah, and then I guess like Jalen Holmes and Andre Jones are both coming back. We drafted Andre Jones, and not this regime. And then the other one would be Jalen Holmes is a free agent. We picked him in. He was pretty good. I mean, I think he flipped a lot of he played inside a bit and outside, but basically just a journeyman. So we'll see. It's the front line guys look pretty good, but maybe a little weak on the back, huh?
You mean like their backups?
Yeah, the defensive end group as the backups aren't the strongest.
Yeah, Andre Jones. I mean, he did some good things off and on. I don't think he got enough time to show more, but I thought Andre Jones was decent. So if he could shine a little better, he could step up in front of Jalen Holmes and make that second. So, but then they've got like instead of defensive end, and they did this last year with what's his name. They got Von Miller as outside linebacker, but you would almost consider him defensive end, but he's really there on third down, passing packages,
right?
That kind of stuff. So why is he linebacker? But that's just the way they have to name him. Who was it last year that was doing that? It was
Dante Fowler.
Yeah, Fowler was doing that. So
Yeah, and he was listed as a linebacker, so he kind of did play outside, standing up, kind of a
right.
thing. So yeah, and so yeah, Jacob Martin plays the same kind of ball. He's listed as outside linebacker. I think
Mm-hmm.
we picked him up from Chicago, so he's a guy that can compete. And then finally, we got TJ. Holy cow, Magarangia.
Yeah, good one.
Say that 5 times. Yeah,
Yeah,
Magarangia. So is TJ the international player? I think he is.
yeah.
I think TJ is our international guy, so we can carry him for free
Mm-hmm.
if he steps up. So we'll see. I think he doesn't count as a roster spot. So he's the kind of guy we can just put on the practice squad and develop for a whole year, which I certainly see happening unless he just bombs.
Right.
They may just not. They may just say, "Hey, we don't want to waste effort on a guy and let him go." So pretty good defensive end group.
Yep.
Not bad. I'd like to see a little, over the coming years. I think we'd all like to see some real studs being brought in on the ends. But it was nice having Von Miller come in. I mean, he's situational, but he brings the heat, just like what's his name did last year. So
Fowler.
we need it. Yeah.
All right. So on the inside, we got Deron Payne and new guy, Davon Kinlaw, who's been looking good. He seems to be able to, hopefully those two will be able to work together in the way that we thought that Payne and Jonathan Allen should work together. And
Yep.
with Dietrich Wise and Dorrance Armstrong on the outside with them, maybe they can coalesce and make a good front line.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. And then, bring Jazon Newton in, rotate him in, probably mostly on a lot of passing situations. Not strictly, but that would be good because we all know you got to rest those guys. Can't have that was the one thing that was hard for Deron Payne and for John Allen is when the first 3 years they were playing 75% of the snaps. Then we go over and look at the Eagles, right? And their defensive line just crushing people. And their top two guys were playing 51% of the snaps. Well, yeah, no kidding. Rest those. So hopefully we got, now that we've drafted Jerzon, we got Javon Kinlaw in here. Now we got a good group with no weaknesses. We can rotate them in. Sheldon Day and Carl Davis will probably be fighting for that fifth position, that's good. You want to see guys fight. Yep. And, for number 5, and they're both really good. Sheldon Day was kind of a unsung hero a lot of times coming in. I like the way he played. He's a veteran. He's like 31 or 32, but he was fine. You got to have a fifth guy, though.
Yep. Looking good there. Should we go to linebackers? Let's go to the middle. Of course, we got Bobby Wagner and Frankie Luvu. That's easy. And then backing them up on this one, they got Jordan McGee behind Bobby Wagner. Now, he's another injury-prone guy. He's got to get over that.
Injured last year. Yep. Yeah. Injured this year. Not
and he's
good.
He's got Kane Madrano breathing down his neck.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, no kidding, man. Yeah, it's and I think we got now they have Nick Ballore, but Nick's primarily a special teams guy. Yeah. I mean, he can obviously come in and play, but boy, I'd like to see Dominique Hampton or Kane Madrano or some of these other guys, Cam Arnold, come in and step up before we have, Nick have to go out there and cover.
I think Dominique Hampton is another injury guy.
Yep.
He's been struggling.
Yeah, he got dinged up
with injuries.
Yeah.
So these guys.
And last year last year they just didn't play him. He was inactive all the time. Yeah. I think he just wasn't ready. But he's another one that's dinged up. But he's got to step up. It'll be fun to watch Cam Arnold, Hampton, and Kane Madrano fight for those positions because they're like pieces of the puzzle. They're in between safeties. They're in between linebackers. They're used in coverage situations. They're used in the box. Those are the kind of chess pieces that coach likes. He wants guys that he can move around and put in a position to succeed. So, that'll be good. But, man, having Nick Ballore and injured Jordan McGee as your top 2 backups is not good.
No.
Although
Bobby and Frankie Luvu can handle it. They do really
pretty much.
But they, like you said, they need rest. So,
Yep, they do. I don't think Bobby ever took a play off. Oh my God, man. I think he played 99% of the plays, man. He's a monster.
yeah. All right.
All
You
right,
want to
man.
move on
Well,
to the next?
yeah, let's do
Quarterback?
some corners, man.
Go
Got our
for it.
corners here. Want to do them? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, man, we've got I think I'm kind of liking it, man,
Mhm.
especially when I see, you know, I mean, guys like Noah on the bench, Jonathan Jones is on the bench,
Yeah.
that's good. Those are good guys because now we see Lattimore, the rookie Amos, and the stud Mike Sainer still.
Yes.
Man, that's just all good. Amos is having a great camp. Lattimore's had his whole season off. He's not injured. He didn't have to move. He gets to start fresh. He knows the system. So he comes in fresh. I'm not expecting great things from Lattimore, but I'm expecting an improvement from last year. I think the situation, the environment, the injuries, it was kind of just tough for him. It didn't work out. It wasn't totally awful, but it wasn't what we wanted. But I think we're going to get a better play. Look, who did we have last year? Michael Davis.
Big Benogany had to fucking play over there.
Yeah, Benjamin St. Toast and
Yeah.
Forbes, man, those guys are all gone. And now look what we have. And Mike Sainer still gets to go into the slot, man, which let me tell you, gotcha. Sainer still in the slot is going to help our run game. It's going to help everything.
Yep.
That guy, I wouldn't say he's wasted outside, but anyway, I love our corner room. I think it's going to be fantastic. They're all good.
Yeah, I want to see Marshon Lattimore pay off.
He's got to pay off.
Yeah.
So then we've got Will Harris, the new safety, right? Yeah. He's come in from New Orleans along with Quan. And there's a lot of familiar names here, dude. I mean, it's Percy Butler, Jeremy Reeves, Tyler Owens, Ben Nickel. They were all there. They know the system.
I love Ben Nickel,
man. I know. And Percy Butler got an extended contract. He's pretty much he's a special teams demon, not always the greatest on the field, but he'll do as a backup. So I think we're doing really well at safety. And what do we got left?
Special teams. Just one more thing. I'd like to see Tyler Owens do better. He was injured. I think he could overtake Percy Butler if he does really, really well. And I'd like to see Ben Nickel show something. I love Jeremy Reeves. He's a good special teams guy, but I'd like to see Ben Nickel overtake him too. I like Ben Nickel.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah, it'd be good to see those guys. Yeah. Hey, it'd be good. You always want to see guys challenge, man.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. He's got a great story, by the way. Look the guy up.
Ben Nickel. Look it up.
Yep.
And then here we go. We got Tress Way, of course. Last year we got Tyler Ott as our long snapper, right? He's back. New kicker, got a big fat contract, Matt Gay. Hopefully we have fixed the kicker deal. Have we fixed our kicker problem, Scrubber? And a struggle, man. It's like Spinal Tap's drummer, man. They replace their drummer every gig, and that's how I felt with our kicker. So, but we got some good kick returners too. We got Austin Eckler back there, KJ Osborne if he makes the team, and Jalen Lane, the rookie.
I thought it was weird they had KJ Osborne, but he's not really in the wide receiver room. So why would you have him there as the punt returner? It just seemed odd.
No, I mean, I guess if they keep him as the seventh receiver because he's such a good returner. But I'm telling you, let's watch Jalen Lane. Watch Jalen Lane in preseason, dude. A lot of guys are going to lose their jobs because I think he'll be returning punts and kicks. You watch. Nice. I think he's going to be doing both. So, I'm excited about him. That's my number one guy to watch in preseason.
Casimir Allen is there hanging on by his fingernails and has been for the last couple of years.
I know. I feel sorry for Casimir and
love the guy
and our buddy Cole Turner. They're just they're at the very end, man. Yeah. So, all right, man. Well, that's it. That's our roster. A lot of people need to get cut out, and we'll be watching these games. So hopefully you'll stream and people will watch it.
Yeah, get in the comments below. Make sure you join our fantasy league. Send me the email. It'll be in the description box below. And yeah, great show, BH. Good to be back, starting our 5th year.
Yep. Put those notifications on and you'll be ready for the next show. Thanks a lot, everybody.